Hey, what's happening, everybody? Well, I am finally back on the podcast. It's been quite a while. Sorry about that. Just dealing with life and stuff. You know how that is. Finally feeling a lot better, though. So, that's a plus. So, I guess let's hop into it. Let's begin. It's a sad day for Playboys everywhere because the final Playboy, Mr. Hugh Hefner, has passed away. But, the good side to all this is that he passed away from natural causes at the age of 91. He passed away yesterday, Wednesday the 27th. He died, probably in his sleep at the Playboy Mansion. So you could say he lived a pretty lavish and good life. I mean, as you can see in the picture, he's always running around with, 20 half-naked girls. That's one thing, though, I just never got about people, is the one thing that's weird for me is, I wouldn't want, 20 whores around me at all times. And I say whores because, these girls are, they're not into 90-year-old fucking Hugh Hefner because of his looks. Obviously, it's because he's rich and Hugh Hefner. I don't know. If I were always around that, I would always have to make them clap to make sure they didn't steal anything. It's I don't know. I couldn't be around that all the time. That, and I couldn't make my entire life about sex. That's another thing about Howard Stern. Love Howard Stern. That's what got me into all this. This is what made me think about getting into any kind of broadcasting or podcast, whatever. Howard Stern got me started on all that. But when he first started, everything was just about sex. And that's kind of tainted his name a little bit. Because if you ask anyone who doesn't really listen to Howard, they know who he is. But they think, oh yeah, he's the guy who always talks about sex and stuff. And it's I'm a man, I love sex. But to make it, the whole subject of your life, everything's about that, it's it gets old, man. I want sex to be, a thing that, you do often, but it's not the subject of every second of every day. If it's like that, it just gets really overplayed and you never get tired of sex, but I would get tired of hearing about it and talking about it and all this every day, all day. It's just, nah, not for me. But, not to diss Mr. Hefner, rest in peace, because, he was a cool guy. If you ever read Playboy, I was more into the articles and stuff. Of course I love naked women, but the articles were actually really good, really interesting stuff in Playboy magazines. So, we'll never be the same without Mr. Hefner, but, let's give a good rest in peace to the man. Alright, so what else should we go to here? What else can we talk about? Let's put a little look in the news here. I got one story here about a toddler who fucking shot two other toddlers at a Michigan home daycare. Let's give a read to this thing. Here, let me transition so we can actually read the thing. Alright. Police say a toddler accidentally shot and wounded two other children at a home daycare facility in suburban Detroit. Oh boy, Detroit. Dearborn Police Chief Ronald Haddad says a preliminary hearing or investigation has determined that the toddler accessed a handgun and a weapon discharged around 10:20 a.m. Wednesday. Police said Thursday that the wounded 3-year-olds are in serious but stable condition at a hospital. Haddad says the gun was kept in the Dearborn home. Several other children were in the home at the time of the shooting. They were taken to the police station to be reunited with their parents. No one has been charged. Police says investigators plan to meet with prosecutors to determine whether charges will be brought. Well, charges should be brought because, this is going to be a fucking big thing about gun rights, and, you know, gun snatchers are going to try to come in and say, this is what happens when people have guns, and it's such bullshit, because, like, think about this. You run a daycare. I'm not saying people who run daycares can't have guns. Everyone should be able to have guns if you're not a fucking psycho, but these people run a daycare, they own a gun, and they don't have it fucking locked up. Like, what fucking idiots. Like, fucking morons, I swear. Like, everyone who owns a gun, whether you have children or not, should keep it locked up for the most part. I mean, I understand if at night, maybe keep it in your side drawer, but next morning, lock that shit up. But for real, like, if you run a daycare, how do you not have that shit locked up? I don't care if you have it high up on a thing where the kids can't get it. The kids will figure it out. But keep your fucking shit locked up. I mean, these are the type of people who shouldn't be able to ever own a gun again. Because obviously they're really fucking irresponsible. But, you know, stop trying to take guns away from people. Because it's not the guns that are killing people. It's the people. You know, I'm sure you've all heard about the crime statistics about how in our country it's like a crazy number of, you know, people get shot by guns. What else would you get shot with? But yeah, a crazy amount of people get shot by guns in our country than any other country. But if you look at violent crime in all these other countries, their violent crime is through the fucking roof, like way more than ours. And why that is you can take away guns from people, but they're going to figure out another way to kill somebody. You take away guns, people are going to go get fucking knives and kill people with knives. I bet you take away guns, knife violence will go through the fucking roof, and then we'll be talking about how we got to take away knives. You can't stop it. It's human nature. People kill people. You need to just work around it, because in the way that technology is going, you can't just take things away because people will build it, you know? People will get it illegally. And then you take away guns, and then the criminals are going to be the only ones to have them. You know, good luck with that. Because, you know, AK-47s, you don't really go buy full automatic AK-47s in a store in America today. You get that shit illegally, you know? You don't buy Uzis in fucking, you know, corner stores. You get them illegally. So, it's just a fucking stupid argument, but, you know, people are stupid. And it's just true. Especially in America. We got a lot of stupid motherfuckers in America. It's telling me. Shit. Alright, what else can we talk about? I also saw this article. Let me show you this shit, because it's fucking... Ugh. So, there's this big picture of a fucking rat here. I'll show you why. Let me go up. I didn't have this very prepared. Alright, so... It says, good news. Scientists have discovered a new species of a giant rat. What the fuck? Why is that good news? Why? Why is this good news? I don't, like, anybody that knows me knows that I fucking hate rats. I hate them. Like, I'm not a pussy. Like, I'm not scared of much. Like, you can put me in front of a fucking grizzly bear. You can put me in front of a crocodile. That's cool. That's fine. But rats? Ugh, fuck that shit. I fucking kill any rat that I see. I fucking hate them. Let's just put that there. I fucking hate rats. And now we got a new species of fucking giant rats? That is not good news. That's good news if they're all trapped in a room and all you have is an M16. Then it's fucking good news. We should just take out this whole species. Fucking just exterminate all of them. The only good news of them being giant is that they're easier to hit when you fucking have a machine gun. Like, fuck. Just get them all together, put them in a room, and toss a fucking grenade in that shit. I fucking hate rats. I'm not even going to read into this article. I'm just going to tell you that this is what's going on in our fucking world. Good news. Fuck, that's not good news. That's fucking bullshit. Some Billy Buttfuck bullshit right there. Ugh. Fucking stupid shit. Alright, speaking of fucking animals that we all fucking hate, I'm sure a lot of you hate, what is it, fucking snakes. This guy's fucking crazy, bro. Let me show you this shit. Let me show you this. This guy is a fucking thug. Look at that shit. This guy's in a room full of fucking venomous snakes. Look at him. He just punks all of them. This motherfucker punches some of them with his fucking hands. This guy's in no protective gear. Nothing. Watch this motherfucker. Excuse my language, by the way. Ugh. I'm striking at him, going for his legs. And there's just thousands of them. They're all surrounding him. Fuck that. You see that? Ah, man, how does this guy do this shit? This guy has just the fucking steel balls. Balls made of fucking brass. How do you do this? Look at that fucking thing. Would you go near that? Would you be in the same fucking even room as that? Ugh. Look at him just stare him down. That's what he does. That's his move. He punches some of them, and the others, he'll just get down next to him and stare at them, and they fucking back off. Look at this. Look at him. He just fucking stares them down. Would that work for me? Fuck no. If I got down on my knee like that and did that shit, I would be fucking dead. Dead. God, it's fucking crazy. Look at that motherfucker. Fucking crazy, you know? Guy's got some fucking brass balls, doesn't he? Alright, I just want to get to the part where he punches one of them. It's pretty gangster. It's coming up right here. Watch this. One goes for his leg and he turns around, just fucking whaps it. There you go. BAM! Fuck you! You see that? That's fucking thug right there. Congratulations, man. You got some brass balls on you. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that for shit. The other video I want to show you guys is this this funny as shit cop. Alright, so let me set this up here. This police officer here with the dreadlocks, he goes to a school to talk about gun safety. And I'll show you the rest. I'll let you see this shit.
I have a gun on my side right here. Just this week, at the beginning of the week, a young boy, not even 16 years old, was killed. Because he was playing with a gun. And see, this is an unloaded gun. Right here, this is the gun. No, empty weapon. Empty weapon. This is a Glock 40.
I have a Glock 23. She's
50
badass.
cents, too short. All of them talk about Glock 40.
Too short.
I'm the only one in this room professional enough that I know of to carry this Glock 40.
Pause. Alright, I want you guys to just take that in right there. That line, what he just said. I am the only one here professional enough to handle this gun. That's what he said. Now let's get back to it. Boom!
No more. Is everybody all right?
Are you all right, motherfucker?
All right. That's it. Whoa. I got it.
Let's watch that part again real quick, because I paused it in the middle.
That's it. Whoa. Is everybody all right?
Yep.
I'm professional enough that I know of to carry this Glock 40. I'm the only.
Boom!
No more. Is everybody all right?
Is everybody all right?
That's it. Whoa. I got it. Yeah.
He just keeps going.
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
listen up, guys. But listen up. And I made a mistake. So listen to me. Guys, listen to me.
We're listening.
Listen to me. See that how the accident happened? It can happen to you and you can be blown away. Okay? So guys, never play with guns. See how accidents happen? They happen. Okay, now I'll probably never ever be able to show guns again. But Brian, bring that other gun out, Brian.
Bring that other gun out. Fucking idiot. Your fucking leg is bleeding, bro.
Bring that other gun out. Hey, see this gun right here, guys? Listen. See this gun?
No.
Hey, hold on.
Everyone starts leaving.
Guys, don't listen.
Put it down. Oh man, this fucking idiot. You see, guys, another example of a cop shooting an unarmed black man. Cops got to stop shooting black people. I swear to God, it's getting out of hand now. Yeah, but that's fucking hilarious. Can you imagine being there? And the dude wanted to pull out another gun right after. Fucking idiot, I swear. Alright, what we got next on the table here? Okay, I wanna do some reviews. I've been watching some Netflix lately, 'cause I've been bored. First one I'll review, I showed a trailer of this on one of my last podcasts. It's called American Vandal. It's so fucking hilarious. It's I don't know if anyone else watched the previous podcast, but it's, you've probably all seen like Making a Murderer and those crime documentaries where they'll follow like a case. This is exactly like that, only it's like a spoof on it. Like the crime that was committed wasn't a murder. It was someone spray painted dicks all over this high school staff's cars. Like on 27 cars, he spray painted dicks on them, and they just blame this kid who's like, just like a class clown type, and the whole documentary is about trying to prove his innocence, but it's fucking hilarious. I recommend it. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars. It's fucking awesome. Check it out, because they did a really good job on it. Next, I watched this movie on Netflix called Deathnote. This one's been getting a lot of bad reviews, like a lot of horrible reviews, and honestly, I didn't think it was that bad at all. I thought it was pretty good. It had a couple little plot holes where you're like, wait, how the fuck does that work? But besides that, it's actually a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it, so I recommend checking it out, because it's actually pretty good. So, for all you guys, if you don't have Netflix, get it. It's like $10 for the best package. Get your $10 a month for the best package, but get your Netflix on, because I mean, these shows and movies on Netflix, they're not like straight to TV movies. They have huge budgets. Like the TV shows have like, movie budgets now. So a lot of these series aren't just like cheap TV shows. They're like big budget, like really awesome TV shows. This one's a movie, but some of the shows on there, like Breaking Bad's probably my favorite. That's like one of the best shows there is. But there's a lot of shows like that kind of keep that kind of interest. So definitely check it out. Finally, the last movie that I should review is, of course, Stephen King's It. I just finally got a chance to see this, and it held up. It held up to my expectation. It's shit all over the old one. The old one's not even really all that scary. I like it because of the nostalgia. I used to watch it with my dad all the time. And this one, it blows it out of the water. It's fucking awesome. So definitely go check it out. I think it's like looks like I got a message. It's more realistic in the fact that, like, the kids actually talk like kids, like they swear, they sound a lot more like real kids that age, like 13, 14, whatever age they are. And then the clown is actually pretty fucking scary, unlike the first one where Tim Curry's awesome. He did a great job. He was more like creepy factor, and this clown's more just like all together, like, you stay the hell away from him. He's fucking nuts. So definitely go check it out. It's a good one. You're gonna want to see it. So yeah, I think that's it. I think the only other thing I want to talk about is coming up pretty soon in October. I think it's coming out on Halloween, so we got a little ways to go. Is Stranger Things 2. That's right up there with Breaking Bad. Netflix. Stranger Things, one of the fucking best shows there is. If you haven't seen the first season, sit down on your ass. Don't get up off your ass. Sit down on your ass and watch it. It's terrific. It's one of my favorite shows. It's so good that I put 2 posters up in my living room. Not in my bedroom, in my living room. I'm a classy guy. I don't like to put posters up in my living room, but for Stranger Things, love it. Check it out. Make yourself some waffles. Check out Stranger Things. And then October 31st, we got season 2. Can't wait. So check that shit out. Get back to me. What else we got? Before I go, I want to talk about how I need a new co-host. I definitely need it, because I don't like talking just by myself. I want this podcast to be, more, funny conversations, cool stuff to talk about. I don't like doing it all by just talking by myself. I can do it, but I'm sure it's not very entertaining for, the audience to just hear me. I want to get, maybe even a few people in on it so we can all sit around and bullshit about stuff. I think it'd be pretty fun. So if anyone's interested for like once a week to come over for an hour or two, like, it's pretty fun to just sit around and do this. I got all the microphones. I got everything there is to do it. So please get at me if you want to get in on this. I think it'd be real fun, real cool to do. So yeah, just contact me. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Other than that, have a good day. It's good to be back on the podcast, and check it out. Later.